We started working together 9 years ago here at McKinney North, and it was a life-changing event for me. He's been my leader, my mentor, and my best friend.
Mr. Spann means a lot to me. He came in as a principal here at school when I was a sophomore after our big incident, and he really just kind of came and he like that vibe. He like said it. He came in and he was so supportive, and he came in like not wanting to change things, but to kind of brighten everything up and get us back on track, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, he means a great deal to me, both as an educator and as a friend. He's been sort of an unofficial mentor to me for many years. It's been really special to work with him for 9 years. He's given me a lot of tips and advice on being a better teacher and a better human being.
Somebody who came in here and did a great job leading not only the students of McKinney North, but also the teachers, and has taken our school to places that people probably never thought it would go.
This school went from being kind of a mess to an awesome high school with goals and aspirations, and with success in all the way from academics to athletics to fine arts, and it was his leadership that took us straight up.
He's just like an all-around awesome man, where he makes you want to be better, like a better person, a better teacher, and he supports you in like everything that you do, which is all you could ever ask of a boss.
He means a great deal to me. He's been a great principal here, but he's also been a great friend to me and to my family, and just seems like he's been that ever since he's been here, and we're going to miss him a lot.
I've only got to work with him this year, but it's been such a blessing to work with him. One of his little hashtags is blessed to be a Bulldog, and I definitely think this is a family atmosphere, and I think that's one of the best things about McKinney North. And I think that he or the leaders create that family atmosphere.
On me, he's taught me how to be a leader, how to be compassionate, how to put family first. He's always said family comes first, and he was the first one to come rally around me when I was diagnosed with my brain tumor a year and a half ago.
He gave me my first big girl job. Whenever I heard there was an opening happening here, So whenever the opening happened and I came in and interviewed, like that interview process was so like, I don't want to say it was simple, but when I saw his face, like it was so like, oh crap, here we go. It was so like, I don't know, welcoming, and like he's so like, just huggable and just sweet. He's amazing.
Well, Mr. Spann has always been a big supporter of NTV. I've been on staff for 4 years now, and he's always sent us an email congratulating us on a good show, and he's always been very supportive of us producing our show and putting it out every other week. So he's always been someone in our corner, and just we've really appreciated that feedback from him over the years.
Spann is an amazing person. He has been a great inspiration to all of us, and I'm going to be very sad when he leaves.
He's been like a great friend, a supporter to my whole family, and I'm thankful I got to spend all this time with him because he's such a great person to be around, and I'm glad he was my principal.
He gave me the opportunity to do things like 7 Project and Transform through JCM, and also like the McKinney North Food Pantry, and different like leadership opportunities that he allowed me to do, and he was very like open to those ideas and like bringing new things into the school and trying different things.
He was Mr. McKinney North. He was, when I first came here as a freshman, my brother was here as a senior, and he told me, you know, you're going to love Mr. Spann, you love the faculty here, and to me he was the first sort of icon of McKinney North, and so to me he really represented what it meant to be a Bulldog.
His spirit, man. And he just knows how to like, just make us smile and make your day better.
Probably his hugs. He's a good hugger, and I really enjoyed having him come into my classroom and sit in my chair and watch me teach.
His competitive nature, Mr. Spann and I play golf on a fairly regular basis and have for nearly a decade now. And it's just the competition in him is something that I always marvel at.
I don't know if I've ever seen him in a really bad mood. He comes in here and he's always, he's got problems because he's got to deal with all the number of students that we have, the teachers, parents, and but he comes in an upbeat mood, always positive and willing to lead us into the right direction that our school needs to go to.
My favorite thing about Mr. Spann is just his happy-go-lucky attitude. He has the ability to make everybody around him smile, and at the same time have high expectations for everyone. And really and truly, when we talk about not selling for anything other than your best, that's what Mr. Spann lives and breathes every single day, and I love that about him.
It's really fun to watch him at football games and at other sporting events, and him just like get as excited as the kids, if not more excited.
That he was a past coach. And I think when you were a coach, like Ms. Gaskell and Mr. Spann, you understand the dynamics of student athletes and working with people, band, fine arts, extracurricular, and their schedules. And you understand the support needed for coaches and student athletes or anyone that's involved in multiple things in school.
He's very approachable, and I feel like you can always go talk to him. You can always you know, no matter what the situation is, he finds time for you, and has just always been there for us.
He connects with his students. He goes to all the games and just cheers for us.
Even back in 1985 and 86 when you were one of my high school football coaches, and what a great influence you've been on me for my entire life. Like I said, back in high school, and I remember you coaching, and how much fun you used to have coaching. I can still remember you going out to practice and cutting up with us on the way out to the field, and giving us a hard time during practice and after practice.
My favorite thing about Mr. Spann is how much he cares about and loves the school. I've seen teachers and administrators that are passionate about their jobs, but I think Mr. Spann really takes it to a new level with how much he really cares about the school and the students in it.
He's very relational. He makes a point to like check in with students and like see how they're doing, and like he remembers the things that those like kids talked about when he talked to them, and he'll like check in with them and like see how things are still going.
He's always very active with the students. There's never a time where I go in the morning and see him not outside, like giving kids fist bumps, high-fiving them, talking to them about just daily events, and it's really cool to see a principal that's so interactive with his own student body.
I don't have to worry about him being just like my principal. He's a friend, and he cares about everyone that goes to the school. It doesn't matter if you're in sports, you get in trouble, any of that. He just cares deeply about all of his students.
Mr. Spann always supported academic decathlon, so I loved when he came on our trips to state. It was a great time, and he was always very supportive of our A students, the B students, and the C students. He felt the same way as I did, that it gave everybody an equal opportunity to compete with academic decathlon.
When the girls performed at pep rallies or at games, like he'll just send you like those reminding emails about like driving you and motivating you to just having those simple reminders that somebody's noticing and somebody cares and someone sees that, you know, like the hard work that you're putting into something that you care about.
Whenever either one of us hits a good shot, he always gets really excited about it. Sometimes when I hit good shots, I think he's more excited about it than I am. Or when he hits a really long tee shot, he hits a long drive, just the excitement with that.
At the different pep rallies we have, that he likes to get out and do his little dance that he does, and so that always kind of cracked me up because I'm not a very good dancer, but he makes me feel good when I see him dance.
He came into my first observation. It was, I don't know when it was, sometime last year, and my kids do warm-ups at the beginning of class, and so I turn the lights off and the kids have 5 to 10 minutes to draw a picture I put up on the board, and I was standing behind the projector screen, and they started complaining that they couldn't see the picture because I was moving so much when I was writing back there, and we had music playing, and I started singing, and I started dancing, and I started like,
dancing behind the projector,
pushing the screen, and they started yelling at me, and they're like, yo, Miss Dunn, like, dude, you gotta, hey, Miss Dunn, hey, and I get out, and I bent down, and I lifted up the screen, and they all looked at me, and they all just looked straight over at him, and he was sitting in the back part of the classroom, propped up there with this clipboard, and they all just were like, you have to stop. And I like freaked out, and I put the screen down, and I jumped down, I turned my music off, and turned the lights on because I was like, oh crap, like I feel like I was doing something wrong. But what was super cool is I actually got a really good evaluation. I was acting like a total weirdo.
Miraculous. ridiculously.
When he came and hugged me after I came back to school the morning after I found out about my brain tumor, and told me that I didn't need to worry about school, that I need to take care of myself, and that they would take care of everything that I needed here.
He and I went to a lot of football games together and rode together on Friday nights, and I think that was special.
We had gone to a conference together that was not what we thought it was going to be, so we decided to come back home because we had more important things to do here. So when waiting for our plane, there was a little set of shops in a little town close by that we went to. It was a really hot summer day in Colorado, and there was one last shop that I really wanted to go into, but we had both just gotten these huge lemonades because it was so hot. And so there was a big sign on the door that said, no food or drink. So I said, I'll be in there just for a minute. So of course I go in and start shopping, and time got carried away a little bit, and I'm shopping and shopping and shopping, and I turn around and look, and they had a big huge picture window in the front, and there's poor Mr. Spann standing there in the front holding both lemonades, looking at me like, are you coming back? And we both just died laughing. It was so funny.
McKinney North was having some craziness and a lot of principals in and out, etc. And I remember the day that I heard you were the finalist. I remember calling you on the phone and talking to you about it, and how excited I was that you were coming. And you did exactly what I knew you'd do. You came to McKinney North and provided great leadership and stability that we needed at the time.
When he congratulated us after winning district, he was at multiple basketball games and very supportive, and I just remember that day that he said, "Congrats, Coach," and gave me a big hug, and I just remember him telling the girls congratulations and his support.
I can remember being at dog camp just a few weeks before my freshman year. Mr. Spann emphasized that we should introduce ourselves to all the administrators. And I thought, well, I should probably do that. So I can remember talking to Mr. Spann for the first time and introducing him to myself, and him just being a very warm and inviting person, and just a really fun person to talk to.
When I got to choose him for Teacher Appreciation Night my senior year for basketball, and we walked out together on the basketball court, that was really fun for me.
It was homecoming, and it was coming out with fanfare with the song "I Love It When You Call Me Big Papa." It was hilarious. He came out with the big flag and he was waving it around. That to me was one of the greatest things about Mr. Spann.
A couple weeks ago I made cookies for the teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week, and my mom, she makes these really good sugar cookies, and he loves my mom's sugar cookies, and so I was really nervous when he ate one of my cookies because I'm not a very good cook. But after he ate one, he told me I'd be a really good wife. So that's one of my biggest accomplishments. If I could please Mr. Spann with my cookies, and that meant the world.
Stop! Stop! We said we weren't going to!
Just every day, my friendship with him, working with him every day, knowing how hard he pushes each of us to be better, from students and teachers and parents, that's the friendship that I'm going to miss.
We always analyze the previous evening's Texas Rangers games, and so I'll definitely miss his post-game analysis.
It's going to be hard to miss him in the hallways, and just his caring for kids and caring for teachers.
And then just having the bad days and realizing that he's not going to be in his office where we can go in and talk to him.
And raid his snack closet.
And raid his snack closet.
But we don't do that without you, we promise.
We've done it a couple of times, and Mindy sent pictures to him.
And he's just a nice guy. He's fun, he's personable. You can talk to him about baseball or golf or academics or just anything, and you can always go to him if you needed something, and he never said no. He always did what he needed to do to get me whatever I needed.
I'm going to miss watching games with you, and getting that coaching out in you, and talking about strategy and talking ball while we're watching games. Hopefully you'll still come to some, and I'll get to watch with you.
I really feel like he was like a really important man in our lives, and that oh God, and that like him not being here next year is going to be a really hard adjustment. Just like not having that hug that when you're having a bad day in the hallways, or you know, just like being at football games, which you still better be at, like even though he's not required to be there.
The best thing about him is that he'll never take himself too seriously, but he also gets what he needs done, and that's just the best thing about him.
His leadership and how he brings everyone together. I mean, you don't find a lot of people that can do that with the school, like so many diverse people, but he does it, and he's really good at it.
And just like having him like kind of just as a support. Anytime I ever needed something or just like wasn't having a very good day, I could go down and see him, and he always made my day better. And so I'm gonna miss having that to just be able to go to and have somebody to talk to and like someone to lift me up when I'm really down.
Golf.
Golf.
Golf. He talks about it all the time. Going to see his daughter, spending time with his wife, and golfing. The Bulldogs. And we're gonna try to pick up golf. I'll try.
And his children. He's got beautiful daughters.
He'll also enjoy having more time to grill. He's a very good cook, and he loves to grill steaks. So I think he'll probably enjoy having extra time to do that too.
He's going to keep himself busy, from being on the golf course to going to Ranger games to spending time with his family to just maybe quiet time out in his backyard. He works really hard in his yard, loves to spend that as a pastime, and I can see him out there on nice evenings spending time with his wife Vicki and enjoying life.
And he will enjoy not having to listen to complaints from teachers, parents, and students.
I think that he and his wife love to travel, and I think they will continue to go to baseball games and check all those off their bucket list.
Well, I learned a few weeks ago that Mr. Spann has not had his summer off since he was in 9th grade, so I think what he's probably going to enjoy most is just time off in general, because he's a very busy guy.
Good luck, and God bless you, and know that we're praying for you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for the opportunity, for always being there and being like the #1 backer of the Bulldogs for every event.
Well, just how much I value his friendship and how much I appreciate what a positive influence he's been on me for the past decade.
Now it's that free time to go enjoy it, do the things you want to do. Don't be a stranger, come back and visit us, and I look forward to seeing you at some of our basketball games.
Thank you. Thank you for making McKinney North the best high school in Texas.
Just congratulations, have a good time, and don't be a stranger, come back and see us.
Thank you for being an amazing principal.
I hope God blesses your retirement and your time now to be selfish and spend some time doing some things that y'all have wanted to do that you haven't been able to. So I appreciate you very much, and congratulations.
Mr. Spann, enjoy your retirement, but please come back and see me. You can get on the floor if you want to work some X's and O's or work on post or coach them up or anything, and please don't forget to stay in touch. We love you and we miss you already.
Mr. Spann, I'm going to miss you greatly, and I enjoyed our 3 years together, and I hope you have a safe retirement.
Good luck. You've had a great impact on so many people, and I hope you know that.
He has made such a huge impact on my life, just like not as like a leader, but just as like a friend. And so I would just tell him like how much I love him and how much I appreciate everything he does for like the school, but also like, for each individual that like walks through the halls.
Thank you, Mr. Spann. Above all else, you've been awesome.
I know he won't forget us. I know he'll be here as often as he can, but always to know that we're here for him too. If there's ever anything that we can do for him or help him with, we're always here for him as much as we know he's there for us.